Alright, so this is Solid Editor, a voxel graphics editor with some novel features that I thought I'd demonstrate by drawing a tree. But first, you're probably wondering why I'm filming myself from within the editor. And that's because the editor's main method of input is a pointing device that I call the Ballpointer, which consists of a webcam, a brightly colored ball, and some black magic. So let's start by clicking the ball to tell the system what color it is, and then it just picks up its position, and you can start using the ball as a cursor within the editor. So let's draw something. Alright. Pretty cool, right? But let's get back to that tree. Let's draw a tree. So the second unique thing about this editor is that it has only one editing tool, and that's the selection tool. It replaces most of the classic tools in regular graphics editors. So for instance, if we want to draw a hill for our tree, we would probably want to select an ellipsoid, because an ellipsoid looks kind of like a hill. So let's select an ellipsoid. And as you can see, voxels are already being painted. That's because by default an effect is applied to the selected pixels, voxels, I'm sorry. And in this case, the effect that's being applied is called set material, which simply sets the material of the voxels that are selected. So here we have the preview of a hill. So let's hit enter to persist the effect, to apply it. Alright, so now we have something that looks kind of like a hill, but let's cut out the bottom part of it. So we'll add a new selection, and we will erase the material below it, like this. Now it looks a little bit more hillish. And let's add a tree on top of the hill. And a tree trunk is kind of like a cylinder. So let's set material, let's pick a tree-like color, like that maybe. And we'll draw it here in the center, like that. And as you can see, another interesting feature of this editor is the realistic lighting. So a real-time path tracer is constantly calculating the light in the scene to make sure that realistic light and shadows are being rendered. So you don't have an edit mode and then a view mode. It's the same in this editor. Alright, so that's the trunk. Let's make the trunk a bit more interesting using the ball pointer. We will use the brush select tool, and we'll keep using the ellipsoid, but we will use the dilate effect to make the trunk a bit thicker at points, like this. Look at that. Now it looks a bit more alive and old. Maybe it's an oak. Something like that. We have a trunk. Let's add some branches. So maybe something like that. What happened there? Alright, I still use the dilate filter. We have to switch to the set material effect. Like that. Add some branches. As you can tell, I'm not an artist, but you will have to live with it. Then we'll add some thicker branches here in the middle. I've heard that's what trees look like. And then a little bit thinner branches. Yeah, I don't know. That will have to be enough. So let's add some foliage, I think it's called in English. We'll keep the ellipsoid, we'll keep set material. We will decrease the probability of actually setting the material. And we will pick a leaf-like color and increase the size of the ellipsoid a little bit. And then we'll just start drawing some leaves. And as you can tell, I'm sometimes moving the look at point by double right-clicking the scene. So the look at point is where, oh, that's shouldn't be there. So the look at point is the center of the Ballpointer cursor's focus. So for instance, when I edit this tree, I move the look at point around to the position where I want to do my edits. And sometimes you just gotta fill it out. Wow, this is one weird tree, but it will have to do. Alright, so we have the tree. But I have one last feature to demonstrate as well, and that is the sky color. So what you can do is set the lighting a bit. Let's make the sky a bit darker. Something like this. Alright, as you can tell, it's almost night. And to make things a bit more interesting, let's add some fireflies. And they are yellowish, I guess. Like that. And we'll set the material and we'll add some radiance to it. So that's a glow. Yeah, but that's way too high probability. That doesn't look like fireflies at all. But the advantage of this editor is that you can tweak the selection and preview all the effects. So let's add more radiance and decrease the alpha channel a bit. And there you have it. A tree with some fireflies. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.